with William and Alice, and now I just want to have everybody stand up and stretch a little, and then I'm going to teach you something. Okay, so stretch to your right and to your left, and now I'm going to teach you our team cheer from our group. We were called Kiyomi, and so we were group number 3, and so what we did, okay, this is going to be fun. So 1 plus 1 equals Kiyomi. And 2 plus 2 equals Kiyomi. And 3 plus 3 equals Kiyomi. We're Kiyomi. Now that was our team cheers. Everybody moving a little bit. Okay, so for me, my sharing, it has a lot to do with how God touched me through this missions. I went in with the verse Psalm 86:11. It goes, "Teach me your way, O Lord, that I may rely on your faithfulness. Give me an undivided heart that I may fear your name." So I went into the missions using this as my prayer. This is my mantra, sort of. Mantra. Okay, and I think in the beginning I was really relying on myself. I was really worried, oh, am I going to be able to connect with these children? Like, am I going to be able to work well with the Taiwan team, with our own team? There are a lot of thoughts going through my head, like when we stepped out. I was really nervous and like hoping to get something great out of this trip and to be able to leave something great for those that we worked with. And there was this song that we sang as part of one of our worship nights before the camp started. It's "Captivated by True Worshippers," and there's one line in Chinese, it's 主内我找到自己, which is translated and means like, in God I find myself. And so I just want to share about that a little. The first day for our camp, all of our team, even if we knew how to speak Chinese, we had to use English, so to make it an immersion experience for the kids. Now for me that was really difficult, and I was really worried, like, how am I going to connect with our students if I can't communicate fluently with them? And it's interesting that God used me. Like, originally I was just really worried about that, and then I just prayed and said, okay, we'll just do this. And the thing that I showed you earlier, 1 plus 1 equals Kiyomi, that's actually a Korean thing, and that's actually how I connected with students. I don't remember how it was brought up, but it was really wonderful that God used something that all of us had from our background, and I was able to connect with the kids that way, even though I couldn't speak very well with them. That was just one little experience of how God can use our individual background, our individual experiences to really bridge the gap between people. And so, for that song, "Captivated by True Worshippers," the English translation of that line, instead of being "in God I find myself," it's "in you I find my peace." And that's really the experience I had throughout this trip, is to really find my peace in Christ and to find my identity in Christ, to know that there was so much going on. Like, we had planning for classes, we had like looking at the students' homework each night because they gave us feedback on the classes and like what they were learning. There was just so much going on and so many worries, so many things, but to quiet down and pray is something that we really learned from the Taiwan team. They really led us in prayer a lot, and it's amazing how even if it's like craziness going on, and like even if the worship music is so loud, like you stand there and you just pray, and in your heart there's this peace that no one else can give you except for God. And it's just one of the wonderful experiences that I had from this trip that I wanted to share. And I really encourage everybody that it doesn't have to be going overseas to Taiwan or China, but really even just at home, just to quiet down and pray and just sit there and reflect on all that God has given you, all the blessings that He's given you, everything that He's created you for. And it's just an amazing thing to realize how wonderful our God is. So, thank you.